Well, listen here there, fellow friend. My name is Form. This is Formidable's podcast, also known as Formcast. Hello, how are you? It's nice to be recording again. Now, I say that because I've been away, and I just got back late last week, Thursday last week, and the entire weekend has been so busy that I don't think I've fully recovered. So, I'm recording this on Monday. I'm still tired. I'm still in vacation mode. I would like to be in Florida by the poolside with a drink in my hand and palm trees blowing in the wind. But instead, as I look out my wonderful second floor window into the abyss, it's cloudy. The trees have no green on them. It's like 6 degrees Celsius. I went biking yesterday. It's been nice, but this could be the last day we even talk because it's a solar eclipse day. So much to talk about, but I'm going to try and do it in a quick fashion because y'all know my episodes ain't no 45-minute long podcast episodes. They're about 10 to 15, which I like, and we're going to try and keep it that way. So, since I last recorded, I've been to Florida, and I've been back. And I played hockey all weekend long. Was that a smart move? No, probably not, but I'll talk about it. Florida was absolutely amazing. It was so nice to leave when I did because all week when I was in Florida, there were weather network alerts and warnings for back home where I live in terms of like high winds, snow, rain. There was a blizzard. It was just not fun weather. So I was glad to be in the 27 to 29 Celsius range, full-blown sun, and absolutely a lot of fun. With that being said, in Florida, it was a bit of a relaxation / adventure outdoor type trip. The fam jam is quite active that I was with, and that meant a lot of cycling, kayaking, fishing, but a lot of poolside chillness and playing cards out in the back with the warmth and the heat kind of coming down and being able to enjoy the outdoors as much as we could. While in Florida, saw more wildlife than I thought I would, and I felt like I was on a wildlife retreat of some sorts because I saw everything from birds to crabs to sharks to dolphins to manatees to a whole bunch of different types of fish, tree crabs. What else did I see? Owls that are absolutely everywhere. They're like an endangered protected species down southwestern parts of Florida, and it was just a lot of fun. Went to Sanibel Island, did a cycling there, cycled like literally all day long, almost 60 kilometers in total in terms of stop and go and all that. Went kayaking for like 5.5 hours one day, got to have a dolphin literally swim right beside me. Got tons of video footage. Video footage is absolutely in massive amounts, I want to say, both with the camera, the vlog camera, and my phone. When I went kayaking and certain moments like fishing, some of the footage was taken with my phone. I did it landscape way, horizontally, in hopes that it could be transferred to the vlog that I plan on making. I'm hoping to get on that as early as I can. My brain is still in vacation mode. I'm really not into editing anything right now, let alone going through all the footage. So it takes a lot of footage to make a small amount of video once edited and cut down and all that. But at the end of the day, it's going to be a fun one to put together, maybe multiple episodes. While in Florida, nothing super crazy happened, except I almost lost my arm to a tarpon. If you don't know what a tarpon is, it's a giant fish that could grow up to about 250 pounds. And there happened to be one at the docks right below the boat. And we decided to feed the tarpon a fish. And yeah, I didn't know that tarpons could be so dangerous and so aggressive and so strong. That thing ripped the fish right out of my god dang freaking hands, and it came so close to my hand. It came from under the boat. I got a video of it, and it is scary. It was like I had to be there moment to see how fierce. Like, you know what? It was just crazy. It was crazy. So went to Florida. The trip was amazing. It was really, really nice. I streamed a couple times while in Florida, only twice, which was actually less than what I planned on doing. But it was nice to get away. But there was always this little bit of a guilt thing still being self-employed and in the live stream space, if you're not live, you're not really doing a whole lot. I was still posting content every day that I had saved up, drafts and all that kind of stuff, pre-recorded my podcast and whatnot. But there was still this little bit of doubt of like, I need to work. I'm not live. I'm going to be forgotten about. I'm going to be. Lo and behold, we come back. I arrived last Thursday around 5 p.m. Took the time to kind of unpack a little bit, eat some dinner and all that kind of stuff. And then we went live Thursday night, and the community was very receptive of the return. That being said, right into the weekend, I went to a hockey tournament. We have a local Big Brothers charity foundation here, which if you don't know what Big Brothers is, it's a foundation where children who kind of are in need of role models, big brothers, big sisters, just people in their lives that can spend some time with them and hang out and, take them kind of like go to the movies with them one afternoon or take them biking or something like that. Just gives them a bit of a role model. So there's a foundation like that here. It's well known. So I'm sure if you're listening to this, you might have an idea of what that is. So the charity tournament was for that. And there's always some teams that take things too seriously. We ended up third place, which out of 10 teams, which is really, really good. Usually when I play tournaments, it's a bit of a shit show, excuse my language, but we don't usually often win, but it's all a good time. We're all smiling, laughing, and having fun regardless. But our second game on Saturday night, people are into the beer, into the booze. Not our team, funny enough. We were there just to have fun and play hockey and, obviously not feel like crap. And I don't drink, really, so that was easy for me. But the other team was pretty much in the bag for the whole duration. And to put it, long story short, the game got called early. Their goalie said something to the ref. Gross misconduct ensues, and the ref says, you know what, this game is over and done with. You guys are way too drunk. It's just going to get worse. Kicks the goalie out. The goalie leaves. A fan says something. Our guy's out there already when you leave the rink in this arena, there's a stairs that go right down immediately as you leave in order to get to the change rooms, but there's fans on either side of the little stairway. And at the end of the day, there was a big crowd of people. I kind of hurried over just to make sure nothing was happening. I'm a big guy. I'm not a fighter. I'm not going to punch nobody, but, pull people away or separate people or whatever's needed, right? And there's a couple guys on our team who were correctional officers, so they were kind of in there too, kind of seeing if we can separate people up. And as soon as I looked over, I saw my guy, and there's 7 guys on him, and his wife was in the mix too, and people were throwing punches and all this stuff. And I mean, it's a charity tournament. Luckily, there was no little kids around. It was late at night. It was about almost 11 o'clock when this happened. So luckily, it didn't get out of hand. People got suspended from the tournament, which is fine. Usually, if you fight, it's 5 years for this type of tournament. They try and keep this as family friendly as possible. During the day, there's kids that are running around all day long. Tons of people that are there. Games all day. Every hour there's 2 games going on at the same time because there's 2 rinks. So at the end of the day, it was a pretty interesting tournament. We had a lot of fun. We played really well, but my body is broken. And the best part is I get to do it all again this coming weekend because I'm in another tournament. This one should be a little bit less. It's not as high division, so it's a little bit less serious, a little bit more relaxed and controlled, perhaps. But it really dawned on me that I'm 34 years old now. I've been playing in these tournaments for last 3-4 years. Every year. This year I played hockey throughout the year and once a week, and just to keep in shape and keep up. And man, it's not a long hockey game, but your boy's 34 years old and he's feeling 94. Very sore. The shoulder is bad. I got to call the doctor, but we'll see, because surgery just doesn't sound very fun at all. You can't go biking, can't go working out, you can't play hockey, you can't ride your motorcycle. There's just no winning. At the end of the day, it was a really good weekend. It was a really good time in Florida. I got back. I felt very relaxed. I feel relaxed. I think the hockey put me a little bit behind in terms of feeling that relaxation as much as possible. But it's get back to the grind time, get working again. Hence recording this podcast as per my usual schedule. And it'll be released Wednesday, 9 a.m. Every week we have a podcast episode coming up. Now, last but not least, today, as I record this, it is Solar Eclipse Day. So as you listen to this, I hope you can still see, because please next time this happens, because, you're going to be listening to this after the solar eclipse today, but don't look at the sun. They closed the schools down. I say they closed the schools down. My sister's a teacher. She still had to go to school, but the kids are not going to school. They just replaced one of their day off, their PD days. I don't know what you guys call them everywhere you are, but they just replaced one of their days off they get later in the year and put it to today, so that no kid is in danger of, looking at the sun without the glasses, or, even then, sometimes it could be a little iffy, right? You kind of lift the glass a little bit and all of a sudden you get a ray of sun in your eyes. It's pretty crazy. Apparently this is not going to happen for another chunk of years. And I don't know. I'm not too hyped about it when I'm talking about this. Maybe by the time this episode is released, I'll have seen some videos and some pictures of it. And it'll be kind of cool to see if there's any major effect here where I live. I'm not in the major path. I'm not of the total eclipse, but apparently it's like 90%. So I'm sure it'll get dark a little bit this afternoon. It's already cloudy though, so I'm not sure how well it's going to be seen. It's not a clear day here, so which might be a good thing. But I'll probably just plop myself on the couch and watch a movie, or play some video games or something like that. Technically, Mondays are my day off. I don't think that's a bad idea. So, needless to say, we're back from Florida. I played hockey. Got hockey again this weekend. It's the last weekend of hockey till next year, so I got to go out with a bang. But very excited to start cycling. I went cycling yesterday. Really love my new bike. It's been an absolute dream to ride. And motorcycles coming out soon. Just got to wait till all the sand and all that stuff gets washed off the streets. A little bit of rain and a little bit of work from the city crew to take that off. And we'll be riding on the crotch rocket soon enough. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for downloading the podcast. It really means a lot. Inching closer and closer to 200 downloads total. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate the support. Thank you for the subs on YouTube. All episodes on YouTube, they do get deleted, as I always mention. So if you're interested on listening to some older episodes, just head over to the YouTube and they're all there. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And we'll catch you next time. Cheers.